Hey, my friends, welcome to the Mountain Nerds. My name is Caleb, and tonight we are returning to our space RPG game, the GlassHollow Tales. I'm so excited to get to do this again. It's been way too long since we played last time, so we're going to be diving back in. We have a surprise. We have a couple new cast members. We have some great stuff that's happening this evening, so make sure you tune in. We're going to be going to about 10 o'clock. And it's going to be a blast, quite literally. We'll see what happens. So before we begin, let me just give a little recap what happened. So last time our crew, they fought in the arena. They fought this creature known as the god Aboleth, it was a baby god Aboleth, and they won. We had a new crew member named Vatya. She joined, and she actually kind of has a thing for Toro. So our last time we met, our crew actually took off from the planet. They had a mission. They were going to return the AI that has been fixed to, or actually the copy of the AI, Chef, to the firm. However, on the way to the firm, a loud explosion was heard. A star exploded and formed a wormhole. Our crew is currently being sucked into that wormhole very, very quickly. Hello, Bubble Pop Phantom. Welcome to our D&D stream. So, right now, crew, you guys are headed over here. We are headed into the wormhole. The alarm is blazing. We're kind of panicking here. The ship is moving really fast. Chef comes on. He goes, guys, we may be in some danger here. I don't know what's happening. And you hear the ship rocking really, really hard. Ezra goes, oh no, let me go check on Azure'mis. He's in the medical wing. So Ezra runs out. He just heads on out, and you guys are traveling, like hurtling in this wormhole as fast as you can. What do you do? Hey, Space Hobo.
I can try to take over the pilot seat for now.
Okay. Can you give me a let's do a strength, because the controls are like doing this kind of number. It's like almost like a joystick.
A 9.
It pops you in the face, and you're gonna take 1 point of damage.
No.
So this is not the best way to start. You grab on and you're hanging on for dear life. Chef goes, guys, we are traveling through this wormhole. This is not looking good. The ship is coming apart. Captain. And the alarms are going off. We just lost the medical wing. Ezra and Azure'mis are gone. The ship is coming apart. And you guys are hurtling still through this wormhole really fast. We're gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm too young to die.
Once we can...
Wait, hold on. I'm an AI. Why am I panicking? This doesn't make any sense.
Once we can get the ship taken care of, we can see what we can do about for them. Make sure, seal every corridor we have still.
Okay, so I would go to systems and try to seal all of our doors and everything we have.
You notice one of the hydraulics on the door, because there's now a hole being ripped towards the back of the ship. The door is having trouble closing.
Okay.
Towards the back. You can try to fix it if you'd like.
I would like to try to fix it.
Okay, go ahead and make a technology roll, which I think if you want to just give me intelligence plus your modifier, you can.
Okay. Let me find it. Let's see. Intelligence. Wait. Oh, okay, gotcha. I see it right now. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you managed to pop the panel off the door and reroute some wires, and the door actually closes. It closes shut. Chef comes on and he says, guys, this isn't looking good. Captain, we're at about, we're losing power fast. We're about 50%. The alarms are going off still, like really, really loud. You notice, you see kind of, you look at, Vatya actually looks at the panel and says, Captain, the ship is, it's coming apart. There's pieces that are flying off the back. We are losing parts of the ship very quickly. And as you guys are looking in this wormhole, you just see like these just colors passing through as you guys are speeding through this thing really quickly. It's like, whoa, whoa, just like, and the ship is like shaking, starts shaking really hard, and small pieces of debris come flying through, and you guys notice a piece of a small like pebble, almost from like a piece of metal, actually flies through the windshield and breaks it open, and now air is pushing out.
I will try.
What's up, Mad Chicken? Thanks for stopping by.
Is there something I can like kind of put in that hole?
You can. You could try to find. Let's just say there's some scrap.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to find some scrap.
Okay. As you put it up, however, and you're holding it, are you holding it there? You're also kind of flying the ship as well. So it's.
I would be using that with my telekinetic like hand.
Okay.
My invisible mage hand, but hold it up.
As you're going, the ship, you notice. Actually, roll me a perception. You notice that the glass is starting to crack all the way up the top.
Captain, we have another issue. Do we have shutters? Can we close them?
Yeah, that's a negative. This is not a fighter kind of ship, just transport. Captain Ron, it's your call. What do you want me to do?
Well, we're gonna have to abandon the bridge, it looks like.
That's gonna be a problem. The back half of the ship is now gone. You guys have no engines, and this you guys are like hurtling. Yeah, all those replacement parts that they had, I don't think they were that great.
It's basically the equivalent of the Razor Crest when it got put together by by people is what we decided last time.
It's
very janky, very messy.
Captain, and you know, as the ship is going, we do have we have a solution. I can give it to you. I don't like it though.
Well, maybe our only option versus nothing.
I can create, to keep you alive, a shield around the whatever's remaining of the ship. However, outside that door, you have to hold it together. You have to piece it together. There's a couple wires that I can't. You have to, basically, you're gonna have to remove part of the ship in order for me to do it properly and bring all the power to this part. That's also gonna kill me. So,
who's saying this?
Chef is your AI.
What if? And then I interject and I say, well, what if I take you with me and we go make this repair?
And he like pops into his little horse form, his little horse AI picture, and he's like, and then he transforms into a cowboy, and he tilts his hat, and he's like, unfortunately, partner, this is the end of the road for me. And he winks at you, and then he gives you like a little virtual kiss. He's like, and then he pops back on the screen, on the display. The problem is it's outside, so you got to make a decision quick. Let's pause right there. Let's pause right there with the crew. And you guys, if you guys want to message each other through our chat, you can just private message. Let's jump over to this another ship in the far reaches of space. A captain stands over the ship and he looks. This captain is a very well known, this is a militia ship. And he looks, and his name is Captain Devin St. Cloud. And he looks over, to his first officer, and he kind of nods, and people are looking at the data pads, and he's kind of looking over, and he's glancing at the different things. He goes, Spire.
Yes, Captain.
Any readings? I have you on. I hope you didn't mind. I put you on the navigation today. I know you're programmed for medic, but we just needed a little extra hand.
That I can provide, Captain.
Thank you. Are you sensing anything?
You
You could roll a perception, and we'll just say it's for the show.
Yeah, I am not super great at anything ship related, so let's find
This
out.
isn't your normal duties, Spire. This is not your normal. And Spire is a vect, a medical vect, who is, and let me pull up a picture here so everyone gets a good look at him. So this is Spire. Oh wow, that's really good. Spire, you notice something really, really weird. Something that doesn't make any, like your robotic brain cannot compute the logic behind what you see.
Captain, I'm getting strange readings, and I cannot classify these readings in any way, shape, or form.
He walks over and he looks at it. This doesn't make any sense. Arulents. Take us to these coordinates. Arulents is a drow who is currently piloting the ship, and Arulents is currently getting these notifications from the captain on her monitor, and it shows the coordinates of this really unknown, or this anomaly that she finds. Arulents, how far out are we?
I'd like to say we're not that far.
Okay.
So, like, navigation-wise would be within reach.
Okay, take us in.
Okay.
All right, let's jump back to our burning ship. So we're still in the wormhole, and the ship is, coming apart. Toro, you feel something just kind of bump you. Do you turn around?
Yeah.
You notice Vatya's gone.
Hey, wait. Where's it? Did Vanya go out? Chef.
I don't know. You notice the door is now open. Well, my friends,
She got blipped.
this is the end for me. And you hear Chef kind of, as you guys are going through it's shaking, and you guys hear kind of this little this music playing as the ship is burning. He goes, "Well, guys, this is goodbye. It's been fun, or I don't know, maybe it hasn't. Saving your lives. You're welcome. Peace." And then all of a sudden, a dome appears over, it's like this blue kind of shield appears over the bridge, and it covers up to where the door is. You notice Toro outside the door is Vatya, and she,
of course,
she pulled the cord, destroying the rest of the ship. And she's in a suit, and she's just hanging on, and she kind of puts her hand up, and you could see a tear rolling down her eye. There's no point in driving the ship anymore. It's just taking you.
Right. Does she have a grappling hook?
She doesn't. No, her suit's a little different. Her suit's more of a
It's extra special because we got it from the previous.
Right.
Hers is a recon suit. His is a technical suit. And she looks up and she goes, "My Toro." And
Well, I have a message.
you can, okay. And you could kind of. She's just rocking. She goes, "I'm sorry, my love."
Yeah. I say, thank you. There's nothing that I could do to ever repay your sacrifice. I'm sorry. Yeah, I put my hand out and start crying.
And she puts her hand out as well, and she just kind of smiles. And as she's like, "Goodbye," and she kind of lets go, and just the wormhole just takes her. You can actually feel in your pocket that bump that she felt. If you reach into your pocket,
What's the little necklace?
was the necklace.
Oh, cool.
I reach in and I put it on my neck.
So the ship is
Fall to my knees.
The ship is going. You guys are protected. You won't die. The glass actually shattered, but the shield is the only thing protecting. And now the power is out as you guys are hurling in this wormhole. All of a sudden, it brightens up, and in the distance, something is glowing. And in the distance, you guys are still traveling it, and you see this.
Oh God!
Start to pop out of this wormhole, and
That's
just kind of.
terrible.
It's the scariest thing probably any of you have ever seen in your lives.
Is it gonna
As you guys
digest us for 1,000 years?
So far it's not coming close, but you guys are getting closer. You guys are getting closer to it. And this beast is like just popping out of this, and it's getting closer, and it looks like you guys are about to be eaten when all of a sudden the wormhole just like you guys speed up a little bit more and it disappears. And now you're floating through space. Power is out. You guys probably have like an hour, maybe an hour of oxygen with your suits, and that's it. We'll jump back to the ship, and the captain is standing for Argulance. Does anybody see anything? Some of the crew members are just kind of looking through. Argulance, how far are we getting close to the anomaly? I'm not seeing anything.
I don't sense an anomaly, but that doesn't mean it's not present. I think we need to steer clear ahead and keep going on course.
Excellent. I trust your words, Lieutenant. As you guys are going through, all of a sudden you hear and this glowing green like ball is just kind of floating through space. I will let Spire and Argulance, I want you to both roll perception checks. I want to see if you catch it.
So we have to determine if the anomaly is safe for us to approach or to avoid at all costs.
It's Lieutenant Spire. What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I think we must assess if any life forms are there and if they are in trouble and need any help.
Run a scan. You can do a technology throw. I'll say it's technology. I think we're going to just do intelligence.
Yes, that's why my intelligence is high.
Mm-hmm.
My character is not my own.
Yes, perfect.
Right now you're having trouble picking up anything through what seems like some kind of shielding of some sorts.
Well, if there's a shield, then there must be a purpose behind that shield.
So, Lieutenant, what's your thoughts?
I think we need to approach with caution, but proceed as on course towards this anomaly and just detect if there are any life forms, because I suspect if there's a shield, there must be a purpose behind that shield.
Excellent. Take us in. And you go ahead and pull forward as close as you can. Sergeant...
Start prepping med bay.
Lieutenant Spire? Yeah, start...
Yes, Captain.
Prep med bay and have one of the interns use tractor. Bring them in.
All right, you can hear kind of in the distance as I go to the med bay, Carrot, get on it, and you hear like a... and we start tractoring into...
Awesome. Okay, so all of a sudden, crew of the Quesnel, I need you guys to all roll perception checks for me, please.
Ooh, okay.
God.
Yep. There.
Oof.
I got a 21.
Oof.
Captain Ron, you don't really notice anything, but I will say this because I forgot to mention earlier. You notice that you, as part of the ship, and Chef would have told you this, that you do have a biometric, like you had to actually put in some of your goop in this like chip and like actually put it in the ship for it's like a biometric scan for yourself. You're in control of the ship. So you actually, it's there if you want to pop it. You're able to take it out with you if you want to keep it. You don't have to keep it, but you can.
I want my goo back.
Okay, so
my goo does not just.
So you actually pop the chip out and keep it. Are you gonna keep? Yeah, that's the goop. So all of a sudden, Ron and Orin, you don't really notice. You're just kind of scared. You don't know what's happening. Thank you. Oh, looks like we have a new follow. Thank you for the follow. Permanent.
I want to preface my role. So Toro's on his knees, saying, "I'm one with the verse. The verse is with me," and he's repeating that over and over again until something happens.
Okay. All of a sudden, you feel a tractor beam, and it starts pulling you in, and as you are being pulled in, you look up and see a ship, and the name of the ship is the SS Quesnel, which is super confusing. You see, but the ship looks a little different from your ship. And this is my hydrate. Thanks for that hydrate. Let me go ahead and. You get pulled into this, and you see the ship, the SS Quesnel. And as you're pulling in, is there anything that you want to do or say?
I make sure the other two are aware of what's happening, and I say, guys, be on your toes. I guess, Captain, be on your goop. Be ready.
I can make toes out of the goop. Don't worry.
Fair enough. Let's go. And I pull out the hilt of my laser sword, and I have it at the ready in case we need to attack.
Okay. As you guys are being pulled in, all of a sudden you guys get in the ship. Unfortunately, Chef kind of goes out, and all you guys are left in is this just giant like metal tub with like beams up and like broken electronics everywhere. You guys are in and look around. The doors to this, and if you guys can see on our screen here, you guys are actually in this part of the ship. If you want to pull your spire, you can actually pull your token in, I think. If you can't, let me know. I can't pull our captain for some weird reason, but you guys pull your tokens into the ship. It doesn't have to be super accurate. The captain comes out. We'll just say he's right here, and a couple of the guards stand at the top of the railing, and they aim their weapons at you. The captain kind of stands above and goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Are you guys have your weapons drawn, or you guys are just?"
Yeah. When I see them with their guns, I light my laser sword up.
And he stands out. He goes,
"They're ready."
"Whoa, stand down, easy, men. Put your weapons down. Calm down. Who are you? Who's in charge? And what's going on?"
Captain?
Yes, I am Captain Moran of the USS Quesnel.
Ron, thank you, Captain Ron. Can you ask your men to stand down, please?
Men, weapons down for the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any of you that are hurt besides emotionally? That was a joke.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Is there anybody aboard that's hurt?
This is us.
I got popped in the face.
Keep an eye out for our med bay. They were hurt.
Before we let you in, so who? You said your name is Captain Ron?
Yes.
Who are you? What's going on? Tell me your story. Excuse me. Before you say, I am being rude. My name is Captain Devlin St. Cloud. This is welcome to the SS Quesnel. This is a militia ship. Go on.
You also said USS Quesnel.
Yes, this is one of the top battle star ships in the galaxy.
Captain, I don't think our ship was trademarked though. kind of feel like it was just held together by glue.
And he looks at you, he goes, that was a ship?
It was at one point.
What was left of our ship?
Like I said, the med base floating around somewhere out there. If you could help us find that, that'd be great. We got a couple of friends on there, but
A friend.
Okay.
So would we know that this wormhole popped us out somewhere? Like, do we know that's what wormholes do, or like, would I know?
It would be up to you for your characters. If I would say wormholes are. I mean, you guys are in space. Wormholes are not super common, but you've heard. I would say you probably have heard of them, but you don't know. You don't really know what's going on. You think you're maybe saying
still kind of stuck in like okay, what's going
on? Excuse me, Captain. St. Cloud, correct?
Yes.
What system are we in?
The GlassHollow system, of course.
And then I ask, why is your ship also called the Quesnel?
And he looks at you for a second. He goes, "You're interesting."
Yeah. These bits and pieces here are what's left of the USS Quesnel.
No. This is the Quesnel. It's a militia ship. And he points to Orin. You're very, very interesting. What are you?
Do you not know of my people? Like, I mean, I know we're a dying race, but we're not that dying. I mean, surely you've heard of the majestic Nautilid.
I don't know. I will say, Argulance, you have it in autopilot, so you're welcome to actually come back, and Spire, you can come and check on as well, if you would, so be it.
Man, we can't be that far from June, right? Like, we just left, like...
June. And he kind of looks at Spire, and he looks at Argulance, he goes, June doesn't... Oh... Well, I'm confused. I'm so sorry. June isn't a plan. Right, June isn't a planet. It's, I mean, like 500. I don't even know. I my history is really bad. I am so sorry. I didn't do too well in the military academy. You know, C's get degrees. But June was destroyed in a war about a century ago. It doesn't exist.
We just prevented a war.
June.
I take off my necklace and I hold it up to him and I said, "No, we just prevented a war." And it's me and Vanya like swimming together. Say, "No, there's peace on June. We just did that."
I'm sorry. Spire, Lieutenant Spire, I think these gentlemen have traumatic brain injuries. Because I don't. Can we get them scanned and checked out, please?
I light my lightsaber up, my laser sword, and I say, "Wait! No, you're not touching us with any of your."
And the men
yet.
And the some of the soldiers actually pull their weapons up and point them at you and actually like laser sight you specifically.
Can I cast calm emotions on everybody?
You can.
Love it.
Okay, so 20 feet. I don't know how many I can get, but even ours, I want to get everybody's. I just want to kind of calm the situation. So everyone make a charisma saving throw, I believe.
Okay. So charisma
9.
It'll cover the whole
Yeah, it covers. Cool.
Oh.
2. All right, guys.
That's good though. That means we're gonna be calm.
Yeah.
All right, Toro, you immediately pull your saber down and stick it on your hilt.
Mm-hmm.
I give our props. I give our new party props for not beefing already.
Right. No, that's smart.
He looks and he goes, "Okay. uh, uh, Lieutenant Spire, can you please scan these gentlemen? Let's do scans and let's get them fixed up. And gentlemen, once you're more together, we have a couple quarters towards the front of the ship. You're more than welcome to. To join me up front. Arulence, I will take the helm if you and Spire can stay back and keep an eye on these gentlemen for us.
I'll just immediately start scanning the Nautilid, and I'm just infinitely fascinated. And I just mentioned to the captain, we are not equipped, Captain, to handle a Nautilid. We are not prepared for that. But yes, guys, let's all make our way to the medic bay, and let's get you all taken care of, please, this way. And I just want to kind of point to the medic bay, and just still scanning the Nautilid, just almost completely biasedly, just no one else.
Toro says, if you think he was impressive, you should have seen Vanya.
And then so I asked
Tears.
before I
Tears,
do,
yeah, he's always tears.
before I do ask the question, what year were you currently in before? If we even have a year.
Y'all were in like, I will say you guys were in 4037.
Okay, and then so
remember that number?
4037. Okay,
No, probably not.
Yeah, but, okay. But my next question, I'm gonna ask the famous meme question to our friend that's scanning me. I'm going to ask him, what year is it? You said century. He said century. What year is it?
DM, help me out.
You're in I would say probably about 5056.
This year's the year 5056 of some era.
5056.
That's impossible. Yeah, no, that's impossible unless something happened, like as our ship was breaking apart. Unless something happened that even I can't explain. And my people were a very knowledgeable race.
Do we remember seeing that super scary thing in the wormhole?
You could roll a history check. There was a lot going. Oh yeah, you remember it.
Yeah.
You could describe it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, do you remember that thing we saw? That just monstrous like presence and.
So should I roll a check too when he asks?
You can.
And you see as Taro's like describing it, he gets more and more kind of scared of what he's saying because he can't believe what he saw.
This was absolutely the most terrifying thing that has ever occurred.
Like, he's starting to kind of tremble a little bit because he's like, that was insane.
Yeah, I would say you remember. It was pretty
okay.
But
then I proceed to say, like, well, now that you mention it, yeah, but it felt kind of like a fever dream. I'd been in and out of, I've been in these disasters multiple times, and I just thought I may have been seeing things, but I do remember.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I can almost believe that we're in the future if that kind of thing existed somewhere out there. I think that was
only if we possibly entered a wormhole or something, or some kind of black hole.
Yeah, that would make sense. We heard a loud bang.
While they're chatting, can I would the scanner pick up anything unusual about this group, or would they, because they're talking, would it pick up anything like catching this fever stream? Would it kind of support that, or would it against whatever they're saying?
Do you have for your character? Do you have any kind of scanning device at all?
I do not, unfortunately.
I do.
I would say roll a data check. Go ahead and roll another we'll do another intelligence, and I'll let you know what you pick up.
Good. I'm very intelligent. So
cool. Same.
Nothing on the ordinary. Nothing seems off the ordinary. Arulence, is there anything that you want to do? as they're standing there chatting.
I'd like to inspect what I can on my end. Being a rogue, I think I might be able to observe some mannerisms. But I do suspect that they might be a little bit overwhelmed and stressed, so I don't know if what they're saying is true.
Okay, you can roll an insight check for me.
An insight check.
And you guys can continue the conversation while she does that. Oh,
Nice.
you actually know that there is something that's off about these guys. Like, it's not just these guys are kind of weird, or maybe they have some kind of crazy, weird issues or something. It's something in your head is like, well, this is weird. Like, you notice, I'll say with the insight, you notice there's just the way they kind of talk, and some of their speech patterns are not something you'd recognize in the GlassHollow system, at least in your GlassHollow system.
I would say I'd be intrigued, but also very, very cautious then, because I wouldn't know what to expect from them.
You actually get a comm from Captain Devlin. He actually calls you into the bridge. Argulance, report to the bridge. And as you walk in, he turns to you. He goes, "What do you make on our guest?"
I think they need to be isolated for the time being.
Okay. I trust you. Toro, all of a sudden, Toro, are you guys are in the medic bay? If you can move, just go ahead and move in your medic bay so we know exactly where you are. I'm assuming you guys wanted to follow Spire in the bay.
Well, I thought that's what we were supposed to be doing, yeah. Like,
Okay.
Regardless of what we wanted to do.
I'm just gonna run through like basic
Yeah, I
things,
thought we were there.
like follow my finger. Let me look at your eyes. And I'm gonna. Have you ever had space measles, space pox? Thumbing through some vials. I really don't know what to do. These guys aren't showing anything. So.
Okay. You actually get a message in your head. It plays on your comm and said, Spire, please isolate those three. If you don't mind, can we keep them in your medic bay for right now? Keep them calm as much as you can.
Okay, Captain. Are all y'all in the medic bay now?
Okay, I will move.
Yeah, we get there.
And as far as the ship, it's actually like the map is kind of like smaller, but it's actually it's spacious. There's a lot of walking room. Orin, you have plenty of room to move with your suit, so it's not a problem.
I don't know. Is there enough room for me to move around?
Yeah, you can just go through a tube if you need be.
Just gooping around.
Just gooping around. Well, I need to make a new shirt that says "just gooping around" just for Ron.
Needs to be a green shirt though. Has to be a green shirt.
Yes, that'd be great.
Oh my gosh!
I know
that's
my
awesome.
slime is yellow, but we're on it.
Yeah, my goodness.
Yeah.
Spire, let's isolate them, please.
I just want to say back. I want to ask if he wants to run isolation like protocols. Do I need to lock the door?
It's up to you. This is your kind of area. You're kind of in charge of this wing with your interns. So if you want to tell them, you can. It's up to you. I'll let you improv it.
I will be open and honest. I'll be like, well, welcome aboard. We're not reading anything anomalous with any of you thus far, but you have to understand we have to take isolation protocol for this. I will remain in the room with you so you feel a little more comfortable, but I will be locking the door, and it will be one-way locked. So we will all be in this together, gentlemen.
And the door immediately closes, and it goes. You hear kind of like a lock. So you guys are in this room with Spire. What do you want to do?
I want to continue like routine testing, make sure they're fully healed. I got healing spells for it, or we can use whatever's in the medic bay anything I can do to console, help, or just let them talk it out, observe. And
He also has a degree in counseling, so Toro, if you need a
I need some grief management.
you look like you
Wow.
recently underwent some sort of pain.
I just kind of looked at Spire.
and it honestly, Toro, at this point, it hits you. It hits you really hard that she's dead.
Yeah. I just turn around and start weeping. I don't say anything to him. I say, how would a Vect understand what a living person would be going through? And, and then he turns around and then he just zones out.
I say directly, I do not understand, and I want to pat him methodically on the back.
Love it.
Toro, after the first one, Toro casts shield and block the rest of them. And it would be like a little half shield over his back that he's got in the corner with a bubble around him for a minute or a little bit.
I'll just say interesting, and then I'll start noting some things on a data pad.
All right.
And then I say to Spire that you may have to give him a minute. He lost somebody. I too lost what was a very important piece of technology. Unfortunately.
Understandable. I will give you all space, and should you need comfort or medical attention, just find me in the medic bay. I will be here with you.
Hey, Orin, do you remember specifically what they did to you last time we ended up on a strange ship in the medical bay?
Yes, I of course I do.
They locked us in here again.
Okay, so something
Yes.
weird that you guys haven't noticed yet, which you wouldn't know because I haven't told you. Toro, Toro, you look down. When Ron says that, you look down and notice that your mechanical legs are not mechanical anymore. They're back. Your regular legs are back.
Oh wow.
I'm crying and I go to hit my leg. I'm like, what? And I take off my boot and I pull up my pants leg, and then all I see is blue, which shouldn't be blue. It should be metallic gray. It's like, guys,
I got my legs.
I can feel my legs again. What is this? And I pointed. I'm just holding my leg out for Ron and Orin to see. I'm like, I have my legs back.
It seems to be so. Maybe we did step through some kind of anomaly.
But this,
Yeah, that doesn't help my trust here at all.
No, but I will say this, Ron. They were not prepared for something like me. So if we have a problem,
what did you get, Orin?
I think my thing was the grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which
it
is
wasn't it wasn't a disability.
Yeah, okay.
your grappling hook, however, is gone. As he says that, you notice your grappling hook in your original suit that you had is now restored. It's super weird. And then Ron had a healing ability.
I have my. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I had a temporary healing thing that I'm pretty
Right.
sure is long gone anyway.
Actually, you would have still had it, but you feel different. You feel like you did before they injected you.
Oh.
Okay. So I would have my. Okay.
I cast a message to Ron and Orin. Say, I don't know how much we can trust this crew. But if we're in this room, as long as they can't swarm us, we could take them one by one as an emergency, if need be.
So I guess so I can't respond. I can only hear the message.
I think you can respond.
You can.
Okay, so my response is still that they are ill prepared. I don't think I don't think they bear any ill will at the moment.
Not only I'm hearing this, though, so I can relay it back to Captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also don't think we should. We should try to get as much information as we can before we attack, if that is what we choose to do. Because even if we're able to take them out in this room, they may be prepared for us. Once we leave the room, we don't know what they've been doing.
Can you guys all give me let's just say, since you would have seen it, everybody give me a history check. The three guys. And then I want to jump to
Also,
Arulence and at the front.
And also, are there any fun air vents in this room?
You can do a perception after. Ron and Orin, Ron and Toro, you wouldn't have really noticed anything. Orin, as a kind of the technology guy, you notice, I mean, this is a military ship. And this thing has weapons and an armory, and it's nothing to mess with. This is like a huge upgrade to your original Quesnel. This is like Quesnel 2.0. It has it's pretty decked out with the it's pretty decked out with and this is like a military ship, so you notice there's like access codes, and it's the most advanced ship you've been on.
Yes, it's far beyond my knowledge because of the jump in time, right?
Yeah.
And so do I relay that to them somehow?
You can tell them if you'd like.
Okay, and then so I proceed to tell them after I look around, and I observed as we came through here that this technology even I do not recognize. We don't want to test them, in my personal opinion.
As you guys are kind of sitting there talking, all of a sudden two individuals walk in, and also a dog walks in as well. Your friend Spire, she walks over to you, Farah, and she signs to you that the captain needs you up in the front.
Well, we are currently in isolation protocol.
And she's saying we will Captain has ordered you. We will stay with the three.
As the doors open, Toro looks at Ron to see what he wants us to do.
Ron, you don't notice anything, by the way.
Yeah, I figured I didn't.
Okay, but Toro just waits. He waits for his captain to decide what to do.
By the way, what kind of dog is it that walks in? Is it a golden retriever, or is it like a
Please tell me it's a corgi.
Shiba in there.
Is it a corgi?
Sheep coin.
I'm picturing like a type of Cosmo from Guardians of the Galaxy, but like totally like opposite.
I'm thinking of like it, kind of like Cosmo, but what was the one in the live, which was not the best, but the live action Cowboy Bebop, the dog.
Oh, yeah, Ein.
Yeah, it's a different.
Ein.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ian. I would imagine kind of like Ian.
Everyone seems to at least pretend like they understand when the dog barks, like what it's asking or what it's saying.
And
He's the smartest one in the room.
he kind of Carrick kind of goes bark, 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 bark. And Jen kind of looks like he says the captain needs you soon. You guys see this little he's a gnome, right?
Yeah. Jin is the little gnome, as far as the human.
So
And
he
Carrick is the
Jin kind of looks and he's like, he outranks me, so and Carrick barks again. He's like, yes, sir. So Spire, are you leaving? You're leaving the room to head to the bridge?
Yes. I left the room. I do let everyone know before I leave the room, just to kind of keep any kind of tensions down. I want to be transparent about my actions. I may not be able to see what's going on with you guys, but I can see you're under duress. So I bid you adieu for the moment. I will be back. My captain needs me.
So you walk to the front, and the captain is there, and he looks over and he goes, "Arulence, Spire, I've just got report from top brass that there is some weird anomaly appeared, maybe caused by our friends here. I don't know, but it's as big as a planet. It's a tier X, and he kind of looks at you. You guys both know that tier X are random anomalies that kind of have been popping up. And there's these planets that appear and then disappear, and it's kind of something weird. It's been happening in the GlassHollow system. Planets are sometimes appearing, and then when people land on them, they disappear and don't come back. So he kind of looks over, and it's a tier X, and he kind of like rubs his chin. The brass wants us to investigate. We're the closest ship. Lieutenant, thoughts?
I call for a soft interrogation of the new strangers that we've picked up.
To see if they know anything about this.
Yes.
Well, Lieutenant, I will let you lead that interrogation.
And I will do so.
Lieutenant Spire, what are we thinking on Planet X? Can you do a long-range scan for us to see if there's anything? We're not super far from it. Our sensors should reach it from here. You are picking up some really weird heat signatures. There's planet has a heat signature like any planet does. But this one, it's just like weird, and then like patches of radiation, but not enough to harm you. But it's just like these weird patches of radiation that keep like popping up in like spurts, and it's like sending out these waves, and then it stops. It's like radiation and then like a radio wave, and sits out. But the radio wave you guys are unable to pick up, and it's just doing that everywhere on the planet. And then it's like really, really hot, but not like the sun. It's just emitting some very strong heat signatures.
Captain, I suggest we maybe move in as close as we can and still keep a safe distance to maybe assess the planet more thoroughly.
Unfortunately, that might be a no-go. They are pushing hard for it to land. You know what happened to the Oculin when it landed. I don't know if I should put our crew at jeopardy, but you know what happens if we don't. We can get
any small craft that we could send in instead?
We could, but I don't know if the planets. I don't know if the planet will. Hey, thanks for the follow. I don't know if the planet's gravitational pull will tear it apart. I don't know. You can check that if you want to roll one more time. You're having so much trouble pull up, which is understandable. It's a tier X planet, so you're having trouble pulling up any data on this planet.
Well, worst case scenario, Captain. If we do have to land, I do have the know-how to give us maybe an hour of time on a hostile planet that we can navigate.
Okay. Arulence will be doing the interrogation. I want you to set course for our tier X planet, please. And he gets up, and he heads out. Arulence, you now are moving into the medic bay, and you open the door and you dismiss the 3 interns and take the interrogation away.
All right. So this is a soft interrogation, so I would like to analyze. I know I haven't been in this room, and this is my first time actually meeting with all 3 of them, so I'd like to actually take each one aside and discuss with them one-on-one rather than in a group to relieve as much group pressure as possible.
Okay.
Let's see. I'd like to discuss this with Toro first.
All right, Toro, you're up.
Or he looks at Captain Ron before he says anything.
Short and to the point. Don't disclose anything you don't need to.
Got it.
Okay, so likewise, I'll keep it short and brief because I just want brief information. Name, status, and mission.
Toro Welkin.
And you have a data
Nice.
pad that you're
Oh.
kind of jotting this down on.
Status alive. Mission get off the ship. And he's not stares down.
Haha.
Are you trying to intimidate?
No, I'm just
Snarky. Okay, so what was your mission prior to joining our ship?
we were on a return mission.
Returning home or returning an object or a person?
He looks at Ron. He's looking for a nod or a shake. Yeah. Toro says, "We're returning."
Yeah, are we in the same room with each other, or are
Um,
we interrogating in a different room?
It's a pretty big room, so let's just say she kind of pulled you in the corner.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like behind it, there's
Sorry.
like, we'll say that there's like a
So
curtain.
I can't see the captain. Oh,
You'll see him. There's you know how you like a hospital curtain, you can pull it, and then there's like
Okay.
obviously gaps in it. You kind of like
lean
glare.
back, like, and then lean back forward. Okay.
Okay. I can kind of notice that he is not 100% tuned into this conversation, so I'm going to try to block his view from everybody else so that he's focused on me.
Okay.
Just putting a
Okay.
little bit more pressure on this.
Okay. Or do you want to intimidate, or do you just want to? Are you just putting the?
I'm not at that point yet, but I'm leaning towards there soon.
Okay. Let me know when you want to do that.
Okay.
And when you do, just roll intimidation.
Okay. So I'm going to repeat the question. What was your mission prior to joining this ship? You were on a return mission, but where were you returning to? Who was with you? What was the objective?
Easy Toro kind of think. He says, I was with these two and 3 others. 2 got lost when the ship fell apart, and 1 gave her life to make sure that we had a chance. And we were returning something to somewhere that needed to be returned to.
Okay, so discussing what caused the ship to break, because that's something we're all curious about at the moment. What happened in sequence that caused your ship to disintegrate to the point that you needed rescuing?
Thanks for the
We
lark,
heard
Space
a lot.
Hobo.
We heard a loud bang, and we were our ship appeared to be sucked into something that we could not maneuver our way out of. Started to fall apart.
And you said there were others with you, but they did not make it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'd like to talk with Orin next. So, Toro, I will release you for now.
And you see him just kind of go past the curtain, and he goes to next to the captain, his captain.
Okay, so I'm with Orin now. So, same discussion like before, name, rank, and status. What was your objective before we found you?
So my name is Orin. I'm an engineer. That is my not a rank, but my role. I'm Status is definitely confused right now. Still trying to piece things together. And our mission was a delivery mission to bring something back to a particular location. And we did not make it there, obviously.
Okay. So what occurred? Can you describe what occurred that caused your ship to fall apart, that you needed rescuing from our ship?
Well, Toro probably gave you a similar story. It was uncontrollable. We were floating. We were going through space, and whatever it was, our ship was torn apart, and we were hurled through space, and didn't have any control. We did see something. I still don't know whether it was real or it was a dream, but we saw this massive creature. I don't know if it was an image or whether it was real or what, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but that may be a detail that would be helpful.
That would indeed be very helpful, yes. We're glad that you told us that.
And you see Toro shaking his head.
You never know. They might know something about it.
Okay. Is there anything else that you feel would be prevalent for us to know about so that we may be able to help you out of this situation?
Only that the thing we were supposed to be delivering was an AI. I still don't know if the people we were delivering this to were on our side or what, but we took the mission. And this AI was very important to me, which we lost. So I will tell you now that mission was not. It wouldn't have been successful anyway. We lost this thing, and maybe if we are in a different time, maybe we can find it somehow or find a remnant of it somehow. Because I would like it back.
So that's a lot of pivotal information that you told me, and I'm not sure if I believe all of it, but I will definitely relay all this information, so it's not for me to judge.
You can roll an insight check on him and see how well you truly believe his story.
My response would be that my aim is to be a little more cooperative than
you can roll again. Roll again. I'll give you advantage on that roll. Yeah. I'm glad I did. Okay, so you believe him. You 100%. You notice like he's a really strange creature you've never seen before in this suit, but you truly believe he is what he's saying. He's giving a lot of pivotal information, and this is something you really need to you're really going to want to report to the captain.
Okay. And my character, she's more relaxed than when she first came in because she's sensing that they're not hostile, that there's a lot that they're processing through.
I don't know about these guys.
Anyway, let's go back to are you all right, let's move forward. Lance, are you bringing in Ron as well?
Yes, I'd like to interrogate Ron.
Okay.
I'll go stand by Orin and
punch him.
We're still under so much duress,
give him a little earful of how to hold secrets and stuff.
Okay, now this time I would like to roll intimidation.
Okay.
That he hasn't gotten over yet.
So go ahead and say what you're going to say first, and then we'll roll.
Okay. Because I've noticed that he's the one calling the shots and kind of influencing some of the responses here, so definitely might be a harder customer to break rather than, being subtle. So I'm going to ask the same thing: name, rank, and objective.
Is there anything that you do that's intimidating? Do you stand over him? Are you kind of saying it with a tone?
Stance is a bit more harder.
Okay.
I'm not a very intimidating character, but I can try to ruffle my feathers a little bit, so to speak. I've got some weapons that I can have my fingers, on, but definitely tone of voice probably would make a big difference.
Okay. So go ahead and say, play it out, and I'll let you roll at the end of it. Let's see what
All
we get.
right. Okay, so same thing like before. I'd like your name, your status, and your objective before we got to you.
Well, since you're wanting to get much closer to me, I am pretty sure you are within reach now, huh? I'll have fun things. I enjoy fun things. Go. There we go.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Oh, geez.
But don't worry, I will be nice and answer all the questions.
So what are you
Yeah, what are you changing into?
what are you changing into?
Her.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Okay.
That's cool.
So Ron goops himself and does the same thing and looks exact. Well, obviously it's just like a green goopy form, though. It's not like the actual like skin tone or anything.
Yeah,
So
it's not. Yeah, it's not a doppelganger. It's just still green slime. I just look like you now.
That's funny.
I haven't gotten to this yet.
That's awesome. I love it. I feel like that's a total Ron thing to do. That's great.
it is.
I am
Right.
not. I
Yeah, my character would be very amused and not intimidated, but she'll take it in stride.
Cool.
I'm Ron. I am the captain. You seem to have more of a order of rank within your ship and militia. That's not one we have. So while you may have an overarching mission, ours not quite so much.
So what do you mean by overarching mission?
You have people you will always answer to. Whether that particular person changes, you will have somebody in that rank you always answer to. Your captain has somebody over him. Not all captains have that.
So you're saying we're not flexible to cover a situation if need be based on our order of rank?
No, I'm saying there's a difference in you're wanting to know our particular mission. Our particular mission would not be... Once it's over, we don't have other people we answer to after that until we find the next one.
Are you a group of mercenaries?
Not so much mercenaries. Staying out of the conflict tends to help us better, but if the conflict arises, we can't help. As you've heard my compatriots say, our mission was a delivery mission. Does that sound like a mercenary?
It could be, depending on the context.
Those we lost were not soldiers.
Okay, this time I'm gonna do intimidation.
All right, roll the. All right, say what you're gonna say and then roll it.
Interesting.
So clearly, you being outsiders, you being drifting off in space, and you not being soldiers of a more traditional band, you seem to know more than I initially thought. So I demand to know more about where you came from and what your experience has been up till now about what your compatriot mentioned about this anomaly, because that's what we're interested in.
And I'm assuming up to this point you're like kind of really harsh and you just kind of like standing over him almost. Go ahead and roll your intimidation.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Ron, she stands over you almost to the point where you're kind of you go back to your regular form and you're kind of like squished back, and you're a little nervous.
Can we see this?
Am I You're gonna roll against it with something?
Yeah, you can. Roll. Ooh, I don't even know what would be a good check for this. Roll maybe.
That's since all this came up. That's why I've been trying to think of too. That's what come up with is maybe deception.
Yeah, that'd be
I think
fine.
Deception too.
That'd be fine. Oh yeah, no, you lose.
It's me rolling, so
You lose. And so yeah, you are.
The games I played. It's my notorious thing.
Ron, you're kind of like, maybe I shouldn't mess with these guys. They have guns, and they are way bigger than us, and there are more of them.
Well,
Do we see Ron?
with the dust.
No, I would say up to this point, Arulence has grabbed that curtain and made sure there's nothing to see.
Okay.
Well,
So,
the only thing that makes them more than us are the interns.
there's other crew members too.
The ship.
Yeah, we're not necessarily mercenaries. We just kind of want to get paid.
My definition, that would be mercenary.
To a degree, yes. But again, we're not seeking trouble. You want us to deliver something, we prefer doing it in the easiest possible way that's not going to get us hurt. Or our ship exploded again. Again.
So let's see. I'm gonna type something in the chat real quick.
Yeah, see, I could have totally gave all that info out too, but I didn't. I could have told them the whole story, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Like killing me with this.
Are you trying to send it? Are you trying to send it to me, like directly?
I'm just gonna be in the general chat.
Okay.
Okay.
That's too much.
As this is going on, Spire, you are kind of in the pilot seat. You kind of know.
Honestly, it doesn't matter anymore.
You know
I
what?
got wrecked.
You know kind of what you're doing, and you are approaching. Approaching the planet as coming up. The captain kind of turns. He goes, "Be prepared. I'm gonna take when we get down there. We'll land. I'll take some of the men. You and Argulence are in charge if something happens. Do you understand?"
Captain, I do not believe it is standard protocol for the captain to immediately leave the ship once first grounded. Shouldn't a surveillance, or a recon team be sent in your stead?
Override code 364.
Understood, Captain.
Okay.
Captain's
He's like,
no, I'm gonna mass pick this thing.
Yeah. I want get the men prepared. We'll take two groups. Take two groups of 3, have them armored up and ready to go. Be on standby with medicine just in case.
Yes, Captain Cloud.
All right. Argulence, is there anything else you wanted to say or do while you were in there? At least it's not a 2391. That's
2319.
I'm gonna give them one last chance to relay any observations they may have had of this anomaly that Orin spoke of, because that's what we're interested in.
All right, so Ron, she is pressuring you for information regarding the wormhole that you guys just entered. How do you proceed?
Yeah, we didn't necessarily fly towards it. It sucked us in. And yeah, there was something big and nasty in there.
Was it expanding? Was it, how did it attack you? Or was it just sitting there?
It almost attacked us. It was large and had teeth.
Ooh.
Ron, just a quick description of this thing so you guys all know. This thing was like, and I could pull up a picture again. It's almost like a dragon. This, like the mouth of a dragon, but it's like a celestial, wormy dragon.
And that's where my guy would feel like, that's not realistic. It was a very dreamlike moment for him. Like
it kind of looked like a maw-like thing.
Yeah, it's like a maw. It's like this, just like the mouth of a dragon, and it's trying to, and it with like multiple heads and but no eyes, and then just like red, and then like this vortex around it. Very, very, very frightening.
So it seems like it's almost alive in a way.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I'd like to tell the three of you that this is not something that's brand new that we've just stumbled into, but this is an ongoing concern of ours. So there is a purpose to all these questions, but this may not be the last time I come to speak with you regarding this matter.
Okay.
You can come
And then
speak to us
you
if
hear-
know anymore.
You hear over the intercom who said, "Argulants, you're needed back on the bridge. We are approaching our destination. Prepare for landing."
All right. You gentlemen just sit quietly and not cause us any trouble.
When she leaves the room, Toro says to Ron and Orin, "Guys, this is not our first space rodeo. Being abducted by a ship. What are y'all doing?"
It's like our fourth time.
Yeah. Why are y'all spilling all the information? Like, the last time was about the AI, and you were stuck in a tank and they were electrocuting you. Like,
So
really said like the AI matters anymore.
well, it may.
Two,
We don't know.
if it's not God, it's definitely not now.
But still.
So my guy being an intellectual, he would be confident in Spire's comment in saying that they aren't prepared, so they wouldn't be prepared to house me in a tank. So
Not prepared. They have guns.
in my confidence, I'm like, no, I got this. They're not going to be able to get me.
So as you guys are talking, you hear the thrusters, and you guys kind of being, living on ships and stuff. You know that the ship is on its descent into a planet. You kind of feel it starts rocking. Spire and Argulants, you're back in the pilot seat. Captain Devon's behind you, and Spire, you are at your station watching this. There is a big panel kind of looking back at the ship. It's a big panel of glass, so you can literally see in front of you, and you see the ship land on this kind of deserty dune planet. There's lots of sand dunes. The captain tells Argulants, put the ship down right there. Spire, are you picking up any readings from this area? Radiation, anything like that? If you want to roll another, yeah. I feel like that's all you've done so far is those checks, but yes. Go ahead.
Captain, let me scan one of my greatest. Yeah, good.
Oh,
You roll it, and you actually notice that this area is actually free, but there is a weird. These heat signatures are moving all across the dead, like it's like all across, like in different spots, and they're going really fast. But you can't really pinpoint what they are.
Captain, you have some fast-moving anomalies on the surface.
As the ship sets down, Captain goes, "Spire, Argulants, you're in command." He gets up. He's like, "I'm going to go out. I'm going to take them in." So, guys, y'all three are still in the room. You guys are kind of locked in. There is actually, if you push on a pad, you can play with it. A window pops up. So you can actually kind of see like out this like port side window. And you see from the front here, you could see there are tons of holes all over. The captain and the crew kind of walk all over, and they're just looking around. Captain is on his walkie. Spire, I need you to monitor what's going on, okay? Argulants,
Captain.
If something happens, you just take the ship and get out of here. And Argulants, I will let you know that going through, the captain and you are really like, he is your mentor. You guys are really, really close. You've served under him almost all of your life, based off whatever your backstory is. So the captain walks out, and he's walking with the men. The men kind of spread out in different... So you guys are walking on this sand, and you see these holes everywhere. And as you are walking down, something something seems odd. I need Argulance and Spire to roll a perception check for me. Spire. Okay, you both see there's something moving in that sand. And the captain is kind of far. He's kind of like over in this region. There's these giant like statues buried in the sand, and he's moving, and some of the men are like starting to approach these holes.
Where's the thing that's moving?
You see little like I don't know if you've ever seen like tremors or anything like that, but like they're kind of moving around the ship, and you see kind of like these weird like sand like bumps in the sand, almost like a shark moving through.
I want to immediately call the captain and let him know there's something under the sand moving from west to east to his position.
He did.
There's something moving, and so the captain goes. He puts his hand in. Can you guys still hear me? Everybody can still hear me? Okay.
Yeah,
so he puts his hand up and he radios. He goes. And you hear like dead silence on the mic for a second. And he looks over to his men. Run! Run! And the men start taking off. They start taking off. More holes start popping up in the sand. A hole actually pops up. Let me put it right here, right in front. And these spider-like creatures start pouring out from the sand. And they have these big spikes on their back. And they are starting to take out the men left and right. They are like stabbing them through and just tearing apart. And the men are starting to fire on them. But they are completely missing. Let me show you kind of a picture here what this thing looks like. There's baby ones. These are all like, this is like the bigger one, but yeah, these things are popping up through the desert, and they are just tearing these men apart, throwing them around. The captain's looking, and he's sitting there and he's shooting, and you hear gunfire. You hear like the men over the walkies. I'm gonna say you guys can do Ron, Orin, and Toro roll perceptions. I want to see if you guys can hear and see what's going on. You guys are in kind of the side port window, so you can't really see much, but you might be able to look through. Toro, you notice it. Ron and Orin, you're kind of clueless, but Toro, you hear gunfire. Something is going on, and you hear shooting right now.
I look at Ron and Orin and say, "We gotta get out of this room now." And you see him light up his laser sword and goes to like cut the door open.
And wait, I have something for that. Before you do that,
before you do that, they actually have Farah is in the room with you, and she looks at you and she like shakes her hand. She's panicking and she's signing, but you can't really understand what she's, because I'm sure none of you know sign language, and so she's signing to you, and she's kind of like waving like, "No, don't, please don't go. It's safety." She's kind of mouthing the word safe, and she's kind of like safe in the ship, like stay in the ship, it's safe.
No, Toro like signs like he's like open, and he points to the door.
And she kind of puts her hands up and she punches something in the door, and the door opens. You guys can walk out. Spire and you are standing at the front. You are seeing your captain and pretty much the rest of the crew just getting annihilated in these dunes by these spiders. What are you guys are in charge now of the ship? Officially in charge.
I want to go help if at all possible.
Okay, so
I don't know how that's gonna work because I'm not combat ready. Combat evolved.
You look at you look at her and she kind of looks. Arulus, are you staying with the ship, or are you exiting as well? Your mentor is out there getting pummeled.
Ooh, that's a tough choice. I will abide by what my captain says, and I will remain in the ship.
Okay. Toro and the rest of the crew, are you guys running out? You guys, Spire walks up the hall. He doesn't even make any kind of contact to you. The doors are opening, and he's like arming himself, ready to go out. The dock bay is down, so these things are starting to get closer and closer to the ship. As you guys notice, this giant, a bigger one, a Big Daddy, pops up and takes the captain.
Oh my goodness!
In his claws, and just crushes him and throws him against the ship. Argulance, you see the captain hit the ship and fall in the dune, and it just like roars.
Yeah, that solidifies my plan.
For everybody, are you guys walking out the ship, or are you guys gonna stay in?
I'm going to the bridge.
You just solved that.
And I
Let's go out there.
So the crew is getting annihilated, and Spire roll.
Once the captain dies, it's going to be very comical, actually, because I was.
Oh my gosh!
But as soon as he dies, I methodically and calmly place the gun back on the rack and close the door.
yeah.
Well, you say, like, if something happens,
I need everyone to roll initiative. Roll for initiative.
Yeah, we don't have a choice in this matter.
The ship itself, Argulance, you try to take off. You're just like, no, I'm taking off. And listening to what the captain told you is, as you take off, the ship is not starting. Like, there's some kind of EMP. As you can kind of guess, there's probably some kind of EMP or something not allowing the ship to take off. All right, so up first would be the big boy. So right now he is going to run at the front of the ship, and he is not going to attack yet, but he's going to start just beating on it, this big creature, and start putting his claws into it and start attacking, really with no avail there. Next up is some of the little ones. They're going to just move kind of a little bit closer. They're all going to start gathering the ship, and that is the end of their turn. So Argulus, you're up next.
Okay. Is there anything I can do from inside the ship? Does it have any weapons or?
You can. So their electronics are down. So what you can do, I will give you this. If you can try to roll to fix them, you will have some of your weapons on the Quesnel restored. But I'm going to require a couple of checks. So you can roll. I will say to repair. We'll just keep on with our intelligence. You'll have to get the weapon systems on, because there is an EMP and you have to improvise. You are going to have to roll at least a 17.
Okay, so I'd have to roll an intelligence?
An intelligence check of 17 to restore weapons. No, you are panicking. You're trying to get things online to shoot this giant creature out, and nothing happens. So that is the end of your turn. We will have another creature. This one, actually, I think it's this one. It's this one right here. He's going to move closer, and he's going to stand on top of the statue, and he's going to just screech, and that's what he does on his turn. Ron, you are up.
I'm running to the bridge. Straight into the bridge. And I can see the now probably former captain being thudded around, and rather lifeless.
You see this giant spider creature, just like he's like basically standing on the captain. He picks him up in one arm, and he's like slamming his claws and his like sharp spiky arms, and just banging into the ship, like trying to tear it up.
Well, it looks like the ship needs a new captain. Does it still have that nice?
If you want, what's up, BG Gilbert? Welcome to our D&D stream. So I will let you do it. You have that chip, and there's an opening. I will give you a turn if that's what you want to do. You can put the chip in to the captain, to where the captaincy, and it will recognize you as the new captain. The chip that the captain had has been destroyed, so there's no captain of this ship.
Yeah, the captain.
Will it work if the power's off?
As soon as the power comes back on, he will have control of the ship.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping. That way, as soon as the power's on,
Yeah.
we can get everything rolling and get everything hidden really well once we get the power back on. And we know how good I am at getting the power on. Therefore, I think my time is better spent putting the chip in.
Okay, so on your turn,
I can try to get the power back on if you need.
on your turn, you take the opportunity with no captain. You put the chip into the slot that would be yours. Kind of, are you doing it discreetly?
Nope, I don't care. Everybody's even paying attention.
So
Just-
you kind of take the opportunity. You're like, okay, and you put the chip in, and it accepts it. Now you can't do anything because the power is off. Arulitz does not notice this whatsoever because she's busy working on the power. Okay, Ron, we'll move on to our next beast. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next one will run. I think I actually misnumbered these.
That's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's supposed to be 5. I don't know where the other one does.
yeah. You moved Big Daddy early too. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and our 5th one's up here. Okay. And there should be 5 on the counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the other beast just kind of moves in. Let's see who is up. Toro, you are up.
Toro will look at or arguments to say, we either get the ship running to shoot or we get the ship running to run away, and he'll start trying to finagle stuff and just try to get the power back on.
Okay, you can roll as well.
Intelligence.
Yeah. You need at least a 17 to get this thing on. Oh no. So Toro.
Oh my god, a crit, really?
Toro goes to mess with the ship.
+4 intelligence.
And oh my gosh, so Toro goes. You actually crit, yeah,
Crit fail, yeah.
yeah, crit failed on it. So you go to mess with something, and as you go, because you don't recognize, you think this is like the old Quesnel. So you go to where you think the power is restored, and you go to do it, and actually you mess it up even worse. Now it's going to take a 19 to get this thing powered.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Because of your critical fail.
Oh my god.
So these things are getting closer and closer, and they're about to start tearing into the ship. Now, remember, the back is open, the back hatch, and you can't close that up to this point. That was your turn. Orin, you are next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I say never send a warrior to do an engineer's job, and I go to attempt to get the power back on as well.
I'm a tech guy.
Okay, go ahead and do an intelligence.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
So, unfortunately, yeah, no cigar. So we'll move on to the other one. This one will move a little bit closer as well. Spire, you are now outside of the ship. What would you like to do?
Well, after witnessing the murder of my captain, I want to calmly, as though I'm not being in the middle of a battle, just turn around and walk.
Well, protocol states that you're supposed to. Actually, I don't even know if he's actually. Well, I guess you would have
described it to us.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you're just gonna get back on the ship.
Yes, calmly. Is anyone back there with me?
Currently no. The rest of the crew has been killed.
Well, I just want to move into the ship then and try to close the hatch.
Okay, because there is issues, you're going to have to try to repair it.
Well, as long as it's not an intelligence check.
And it's broken worse now.
Maybe I can make a medical check on the organic ship.
Yeah, you're...
So, I mean, cool. This is my time to shine, guys. There's no way. Bada bing. Heck yeah.
Better than mine.
Oh my gosh.
I've been on this
Clearly
ship
we
for
are
God
not
knows
getting
how
this.
long, and I don't know how to close the hatch, guys.
I mean,
yeah.
we have an excuse because we don't know this technology.
So next up, since that roll hurt, we will move on to the Actually, I actually told you guys wrong. It was this one. So he's going to move a little bit closer to the back. This one is going to move a little bit closer to the back. Argulance, you're up.
All right. So this will be my last one. So I am outraged, and I'm desperate. So it's time to go out all guns blazing.
What guns? They're not working.
My weapons at my helm. My personal weapons.
Are you going to run out and try to shoot?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
gonna run out.
Do it. So Argulance runs to the back, and you can clearly, you can see this one right here. If you want to go ahead and roll an attack.
All right. This will be my last one because
Yeah,
I had to
that,
call it a night.
oh, that's totally fine.
All right. So which one do I press?
Whatever weapon you want to attack with. You will have to like. You can get them with range with your blaster.
All right. Let's try the blaster then.
Oh, that is a hit. Go ahead and click the word blaster, and it'll roll the damage.
Do what?
Go ahead and
There in the chat, if you click blaster.
yeah, it'll roll the damage. If you click like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like in the actual chat bar, underneath your 23, it says the word blaster. Just click the word blaster.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, you kill it. You shoot the first one. You just pull out your blaster and you shoot it, and it just like melts its face and it drops. So that one
that's
is
strong.
gone.
Are we?
Oh no!
Wait, how?
Oh god, no!
No, not the ship.
was so weak.
I'll say it's.
Take class.
You guys have taken out one of the creatures, and she kind of winks and she runs back in the ship, and she's gonna work on. Awesome. All right, so the rest of you are now. You guys are now. You notice that one of them. She runs in and says, "Killed one. Your turn." So the next one will move forward and get a little bit closer. Ron, you are up.
Okay. You say I can make it out of them, out of their, out. I can't talk.
Yeah. Are you trying to run out the back or?
Yeah. My main starting thing is good to where I now have my chip in there, and so yeah, I'll run out the back, and
Okay.
they're not that hard to kill.
So you run out the back and you see one of them's dead and one of them's moving a little bit closer. I'll say your movement would count out as soon as you leave the ship. So.
Okay. Okay, sweet. So I can just go here then. Or that's close. And I'm just gonna smush him. He looks pretty easy to smush.
That is a hit.
It is?
Pain isn't there tonight. I love your thing. I don't know what kind of pain.
And
but...
you kill it.
Oh yeah, those things are easy.
These are like little baby ones, so they're not as hard as.
I thought they were bigger than. I mean, yeah.
Well, the big one's pretty tough,
Well, yeah.
but
Well, I mean, at least
And,
those.
and that's who I'm going after on my turn.
all right. The next one is our one up here. So it's gonna jump down and move kind of next to this one here. All right, Toro, you are up.
Okay. Taro will exit the back of the ship. Away. So he'll be close to the exit.
Okay.
And he will cast a spell called Boomerang. That's a 25 to hit.
Okay. Is that the damage?
The damage will be 14.
All right. You kill it. Or you go. You're going for this little one right here, right?
Yeah, I'm going for the big one.
Oh, you're going for the... Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not
Oh yeah.
kill it. What was it to hit?
25 to hit.
Oh, yeah. So you do use a move on it and hit it. However, it's beefy. It takes damage and it like screeches, and it lets go of the captain and backs off of the ship. Okay, Orin.
Good.
Orin, you're up.
I would like to go off of the ship where Toro is at and take a shot at the big boy.
Okay.
All right, and then make the comment. Well, time to bring out the big guns. And then, oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a miss. You hit it,
Definitely a miss.
and it just like screeches louder at you. Okay, so next up, was there anything else you wanted to do?
That's about all I can really do. So I'll
Okay.
leave it there.
All right, so getting hit, the big boy comes running and charging Toro. And it is going to, let's see, take a swing at you.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Real fast. Have we long rested since we've been on this ship?
Yeah, with Spire's abilities, he was able to heal you, and you rested, so.
Okay, so that gives me one more.
Okay, so...
Since we started talking to him when I cast Shield, when he started patting me on the back, have we long rested since then?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you have.
Okay, that gave me one extra spell. Okay.
Wow, that is a 25. I rolled very well.
Take it to the face.
Oh, yeah. And he is actually going to hit you. Let's see. He makes 3 attacks. So, one of them was a 25. The other one was a 12.
Okay, that misses.
And the last one was a 10. So he just hits you with the first one.
Yes, thank God.
Okay. So you get hit
Take the
with...
verse.
That's 9 points of damage. He takes you with his tentacles and whacks you.
Okay.
Okay.
All
right. Spire, you are up.
Oh goodness. So I want to move so that I can see these guys out here fighting, and I'm going to cast on Toro. I'm going to cast Warding Bond, and so as long as I'm within 60 feet of him, he's going to get a +1 to AC and saving throws and resistance to all damage. But when he takes damage, I take damage.
Okay.
Am I able to touch him? Because it is a touch.
You can move if you're outside the ship. You should have enough movement for him, I believe.
Okay, let me get right next to him. And
It's Queen Skywalker. Thank you for that one.
as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Toro. Go Healing Word.
No, can you cast 2 spells, Caleb?
Bonus action, one's an action.
Yeah. Healing Word's the bonus action, right?
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take 7.
All right. Let's see. Is that it? Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
Okay. All right. So the next one, we have these little guys. They're gonna run towards. They start running faster towards Orin, or excuse me, towards Ron, and then this little guy will help its mother on this side.
That's gonna make this easy.
Or that's what he's gonna do next. Sorry, it's not even his turn. Ron, you are up. You see this spider creature run towards you. The Vortac run towards you
Makes this nice.
with his like claws up.
Let's do another smushing.
Yeah, it is a hit. Okay, you hit him. However, you don't hit him just hard enough. He's still up, but you could tell he's hurting really bad. He's bleeding.
That is sad.
All right.
Sad. He's actually gonna get an attack off.
Is there anything else?
No, I don't have. Oh, I just realized. I just remembered I can rage, but it's little. I think it's actually.
Oh yeah.
Can't you raise this? Okay, I was about to say I think it's a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. It's basically the only bonus action I have.
Okay, so all of a sudden,
You're a barbarian.
all of a sudden, you see this goop from his yellowish, greenish, goopy, mucusy form turn red. And he,
Would have killed it because that would have given me 2 more damage if I remembered I could do that.
All right, next up is our creature. Next up is our creature over here. I'm sorry, over here. This one he's gonna run to his mother. Toro, you are up.
Yeah, Toro has his laser sword out. Take a swing at it.
Okay, go ahead.
26.
Oh wow, that's a good hit.
Almost a crit.
All right, 7 points of damage.
And then you will see Toro as a bonus action. He'll like grab his the hilt of his sword a little harder, and you see his skin kind of glow a little bit. I get a +2 to my AC.
Okay.
So now I'm at a 19.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh, that's awesome. They're gonna be hard to hit.
All right, Orin, you are up next.
Okay, I guess I'll try to take a shot again. I don't have any confidence that I'll hit anything this time. I'm gonna take a shot at the big boy.
Okay. That is a hit.
Okay, and then let's see, I'm going to do my damage. But then I want to overcharge. So basically, can modify my blast starting at 2nd level, which I'm level 4 now. Once on each of my turns, when I hit a target with an attack, I can deal an additional die of damage to that target.
Okay.
So basically, for damage, that would just be another 2d6.
Okay.
I believe if it's going by the damage off of my weapon.
I think it does.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to roll another 2d6, or just another d6 actually, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Add another 3 onto that.
Okay.
So 9 points of damage.
Okay. Well, next up is our big boy. Actually, I'm sorry. Next up is the little small guy. He'll run up and he will go for Spire. Let me pull up his sheet here. And he's not happy you guys are attacking his mama. He is not about it. So he is going to he's gonna make an attack. And that is a 3. So that completely misses Spire. And that is the end of that turn. Spire, you are up next. This little creature just tried swinging at you and completely missed.
Combat is not my forte, but let's give it a shot.
I just picture you like C-3PO. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah. Oh my.
Oh no.
He's throwing blows. Yeah.
Master Kenobi.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Void Light on him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sweet little cantrip. And he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is it 14?
Yes.
16. I saved.
Oh,
Yeah, then I don't think it does anything.
Okay. So Spire tries to use his cantrip. However, this little thing, because it's so nimble and crafty, it completely avoids it. Now we're gonna go back to the big boy. It's mad because now you're fighting its babies. It's gonna make its triple attack. It's gonna take 2 blows, and it kind of moves forward. It gets a little bit closer to Orin, so it's gonna take 2 blows at Toro and 1 blow at Orin. Let's do the Toro blows first. A 19 and a 24.
I cast shield.
Okay. So,
Blocks at least one of them.
oh,
okay.
yeah. I was gonna say you have the highest.
So I'm at 19 plus 5 is 24. So I block the smaller one.
Nice.
Okay. So
Good move.
okay. So this one is going to get this. That's not too bad. That's only a 7. Orin, he's gonna make his other.
It's all damage.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, if you're doing damage, you don't.
Oh, it's not even to me. It's to him.
Yeah, you have resistance to all damage.
28.
Oh, with your ability.
So is it rounded up to 4? But then it goes to Spire.
Yep.
The Spire takes 4.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. That's right.
Orin, I got a 21 on you.
Ooh, not used to
Okay.
getting help around.
That
here.
definitely
This is
hits.
great.
That was a good move. That is, he got you with 10 points of damage.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
All right. Okay, we'll toss it back to Ron. Hopefully he can get this one out.
Yeah. Hopefully.
You just need to hit it. Yeah, just need to hit it.
Nope.
Dang.
No. You.
Oh my god.
That's not good. That you crit fail.
was
on that.
not
So you
very
go to
good.
swing your wrenchinator, but then in your head you're like, I'm the captain of the ship. I want to look cool, and you accidentally throw it, and you're like, oh no. Oh no! It like kind of slips out of your hand, which is something that's never happened before. And so your wrenchinator is about 10. It's about 10 feet ahead of you, and this creature just kind of stares at you, and it's actually its turn.
Oh no!
So this thing is going to take a swing at you, and that's a 20.
Okay.
That 20.
And I'm guessing it's just a slashing damage.
Yeah, it's a slashing. Now this thing is a baby, so it is only going to be 12 points of damage.
No.
So that's
I say no.
that's double. That's doubling the. Yeah. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, that's 12 points of damage.
It's only going to be 6 damage.
Oh, because yeah, that's right.
He's raging.
Because you're raging.
That's awesome.
That's raging. That's right. You're right. You're right.
Awesome.
He's like, finally, it's come in handy.
That's good.
Like, it's a crit. 6 damage.
Is this what a team looks like?
We're not.
Great.
We're not used to playing like this.
Previous party members kind of, yeah. We
Shot each
were
other.
in a fight that was very uncooperative.
If you would have listened to the other episodes, you would have noticed that I have not been stabbed in the back yet, which is fantastic.
Yeah, you haven't been stabbed in the back.
Literally stabbed in the back.
Oh yeah, I've
been
definitely
further
listened.
than
I was surprised when Ron threw the wrench and didn't go into the exhaust of the ship and blow it up while I was like,
All right, Toro, you're up.
Toro will cast a spell. Because with he has a special fighting maneuver that lets him cast spells within 5 feet with normal, not a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I will cast my spell Boomerang again. So okay, so you see Toro, his laser sword, like a almost like a arc, like Link's Master Sword slash that goes out. It goes right past the big creature.
Okay.
But because of the spell, I get to roll my attack again if I miss. A 14. Does a 14 hit?
The 14, I believe, misses. Yeah,
Oh,
it
dang
misses.
Okay, you see the like the slash go around, it misses it, comes around, and then misses it again on the backswing.
Mhm.
And Toro's just like, oh.
All right.
That was my last spin. And that was my last spell.
All right, Orin, you're up.
Okay. Wow, so I can do that overcharge on each of my turns, it says. That's kind of cool. I feel like that's a little OP. Let's see. I'm going to just take a shot at the big boy again.
Okay.
Well, we are level 4 now, so we're way there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can only do it, obviously, when I actually hit. So, but I'm just like, wow, I'm surprised that's not like once per short rest or some crap. Let's see. Ooh, how about that?
All right, that is a hit.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, I'm rolling damage, and then I'm going to add another overcharge die. Boom.
What's the additional?
With a little 4.
Okay.
So 9 plus 4. Put a little spice on that one.
All right. It is unfortunately still up. This thing is massive, and it is really ticked off. So it's gonna do. This time it's gonna take one strike at Toro for a 14, which is a miss, and then it's gonna take 2 multi attacks at Orin. One of them being a 15. Is that a hair? Oh, excuse me, 16.
Does it hit if it matches?
No, 15.
Oh, okay.
Is it 15? Yeah, it's 15.
My AC is 15, so is that a hit?
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right.
And then the second one being a 20. Not a nat 20, it's a dirty 20.
Okay.
So you are going to take a little damage. I'll give you the total damage here.
I can throw a hit, but I can't take him for it.
That is 11. Actually, he takes 1 a swing. So here's the thing with this creature. If you get hit, it does additional damage. So, but only if you get hit first. So the first...
I was hit, though.
Yeah, so you were hit on the first swing. I just rolled it combined. So the first one was a 7, and then because you were hit already, yeah. So that was 17 points of damage.
Oh, geez, I'm down.
Really?
Yeah. My max HP is only 26.
And he took a hit. You took a couple hits already.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, because the other hit was at 10 points of damage.
Mm.
And so, yeah.
All right, Spire, you are up.
So
0.
As much as I'd like to disengage from this fight, I'm going to get close to Orin, and if I gotta take an attack of opportunity to get close to him, then so be it.
You're right next to him. You're right next to him.
Okay. I wanna touch him and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
And stabilize him.
Okay. So you are stabilized, Orin. Is it with 1 HP?
I'd probably still be prone or something.
It's
or
weird.
down.
Now that I'm reading it, it doesn't even really. Of course, I think I might have put it in here. It says that it becomes stable.
Okay, so you don't have to roll. You don't have to roll death. Death
I'm
die.
just sitting there at 1, probably. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say you're prone.
That's
We'll
what
just
I
say-
would. Yeah, that's what I gather.
Well-
Stabilization just means like,
Yeah, we'll say in the case of this, we'll say you're stable, but you're unconscious.
yeah, okay, yeah.
So
At the
just
moment.
no death saves for him.
Yeah, you just don't have to roll death saves. You're fine. You're just not doing. You just can't really participate. Okay, so the little one is right here. He'll turn, and he will look at Toro, and that's a 26. I rolled
hit?
it. That's the attack hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and you will take 2 points of damage.
No. Spire will take 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage.
Yes.
Spire, you're just like, ugh.
Teamwork makes the dream.
All of a sudden, Spire is standing there, like, getting Orin back up, and all of a sudden, you see like a dent popping his cheek.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Ron. Just take this thing out, punch it in the face.
Why punch when I can stab?
Ooh, yeah.
That is a hit,
Yay!
Yay.
and you have
I
killed
picture
it.
him making like a goo dagger and stabbing him with it.
I picture something more like Ehud.
Yeah, Toro will use his laser sword. 16?
I totally went out of order there, but it's fine. Yeah, that is a hit. You're doing for the little one or the big guy?
No, big one. Big one.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit. 9 points of damage.
9 damage, yeah.
I'll say. Actually, I think it was the big guy's turn, but I'll say on his turn he does. She screams a rally cry to try to get more. Like her babies are getting slaughtered, so that's her turn. Okay, Orin, you are next.
Okay, so
You're unconscious though, so
yeah.
we'll go with the baby. He'll turn and he'll look at Spire and he'll go to attack. And that is a 19. I'm assuming that's a hit. And it would be 1 point of damage.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
And that puts you next in the rotation.
Okay, so I'm getting tired of Baby Boo, but I really need to do what I was put on this universe to do. And I'm gonna cast. Make sure what level that is. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Orin,
Thank you.
and you heal for 5 points.
Okay, I'll say Orin, you are now up. You're prone, but you're up. You're awake.
Okay.
All right, Spire, is that it?
Thank you.
Ron, you're up.
Yay. Well, I've picked up my other. I clicked on the map on Twitch, not the one on Roll20.
That's great.
I was like, why did nothing move?
All right, you're moving. You assuming you picked up your originator.
Yeah, at the end of my last turn, yeah.
Okay, that's a hit for sure.
Either way, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm finally gonna roll advantage. There we go.
Ooh.
All right, so you take another strike at this thing. It is hurt. It's hurting bad. It's hurting bad. It will turn and screech and turn to what just hit it, and it will take a strike at with one of its claws at the captain. That is a 18.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay. And that is 8 points of damage. First attack is going to be on Toro. It's going to be 25. Is that a hit?
That's a hit. Yeah.
Okay, and because it's a hit, what about 18?
18's a miss.
Okay, so it only successfully attacks once. So 8, so 4.
Yeah, to Spire. You just see 4 more little dents.
Yeah.
Across the body.
All right, Toro, you're up.
Hanging in there.
Working as intended.
Yeah, Toro will take another slash at this big daddy, big mama.
That is
13.
that is a miss.
I was gonna say, I thought Orin was the big daddy.
Now in my turn. Can't do anything.
Okay, let's go back. Orin, you are up. You have 5 points.
I'm gonna take a shot at the big boy again.
Okay.
Or the big mama.
Oh my gosh, that is a miss. You guys, we're so close to killing this thing too.
Don't forget, if you're attacking the big boy, see if you're in flanking, because I am now behind her.
Well,
Yeah.
looking at us though.
All right, so next is
It attacked me last.
the little baby looks looks towards Toro again, and he's gonna. It was 12. Gonna miss. Okay.
Mhm.
So we're back to Spire, who is now like dented and a bunch of scratches.
Just picture like you know, like
Oh,
just
my.
like laser dents around.
Looks like we have quite a bit of scratches.
I'm going to need a good polish after this.
Your interns have their polishers ready to go.
Let's see. Okay. Well, out of what seems to be frustration, I'm gonna channel divinity, and
Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing.
will it push it to the thing?
I didn't know you were like a paladin type. That's cool.
Oh goodness, that it pushed everything. And I'm gonna cast javelin, and it's gonna look ridiculous for what it is, as this crazy ripple in space and time through void.
Cracks open.
So you got low-key got some power in you.
Okay.
Well, this is last resort. This is
Yeah.
frustrated version.
I love it.
So who are you aiming at? You aiming at the baby or the mama?
Yes, close range, my 60-foot range spell attack.
I love channel divinity so much.
Where's my range spell? There it is. Oh goodness.
We gotta kill this thing, guys.
Can I click something for range spell attack?
I don't know. Let's see.
I cast with wisdom, so maybe I can do.
I guess just do a wisdom roll equal to the deal force damage equal to your wisdom modifier. Maybe just do a.
Just do a straight.
And going forward, if you want to add something, just let me know what you add. On the baby, yes, that is a hit.
Oh, I haven't even added anything yet.
Oh, I thought. Okay, you just rolled a d20. Yeah, it's a hit. It's a hit. These things are weak. These things are weak. Like really, really. They're little tiny babies.
So if I want to add anything to a roll, do I need to do anything?
I guess your wisdom. But
When I say /R 1d12, can I do plus something?
yeah, you can. You can.
Okay, so that's plus wisdom modifier, which is 4 for each point of my proficiency bonus, which I don't know how to read that. That's what the book says. So I read that as in like I do 2d12.
Equal to your wisdom modifier plus 1d12 for each point
Yeah,
of your
that's what I
proficiency.
would-
Yeah, I'll prove it.
Oh my goodness.
Just you're gonna like blow this thing up. Oh yeah, you call down this spear, you channel it, you're frustrated, you channel this tear opens up, and this just, I'll just say, this just crackling energy dagger goes and like hits the little baby and like blows it up. Like not just kills it, not just like a little bit, it literally just blows it up. Like there's goop everywhere.
Probably not the best target to use it on, but I mean,
It hit.
All right, so the baby is dead. You guys got one more target. All right, so Ron, you are up. We're about to close after this. So
No, yeah. I mean, like bum rush it. Like now we can just.
it's you guys got this. You guys got it. Is that 20 with advantage?
Yes.
Okay, that is a hit. You can kill it. Okay, it's still up. You hit it.
Oh, okay.
It's barely hanging on. Ron just takes his wrench and just whacks it as hard as he can, and he yells in his barbaric, goopy rage. Ah!
I think that's what I get for that particular flavor text.
All right, next up is the creature. It's gonna turn all of its attention to Ron. Like, this thing is just mad. The first one is a 26, so that is a hit.
Oh my gosh.
So let me roll these two because I'll see if these hit and if they don't. Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
Okay. So the first bit of damage, I'll give you the total damage. So that plus the
separate damages in case one of them is an odd, because it rounds down.
Okay. The first one was 3 and then 8, so it would be 11.
So, yeah. 1 and 4, so 5.
Okay. All right. Next up, Toro. Kill it.
Is it facing?
Yeah,
Facing Ron?
it is facing Ron.
Kill it.
An 18? Does that hit?
Yep, that's a hit.
Yeah, do I get
Yeah.
advantage though? Because it's
You do-
facing.
I mean, you can, but
Probably
you.
need it.
Well, I mean, I
Could be a
13.
crit.
Okay. A 13 hit.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because you take your sword and tell us how you kill it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You see his lightsaber, his laser sword, and he just goes from underneath and goes up into the big spider thing, slicing it in half.
And the thing just kind of
Nice.
falls in pieces.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you hear whoom, power on the ship, and you look at your elf friend, and she waves in the window, and she's pointing like, "I got it, I fixed it." A little too late to help you with the weapons, but she kind of gives a thumbs up. And then yeah, you guys have slayed all of the creatures, so that is the end of the initiative.
I go to Spire and I give him a pat on the back.
Yeah.
I say, "You done real good."
And then I say to Ron and Toro, I'm like, how does it feel good to have some teamwork for once, boys?
Oh my
It feels fantastic.
Not,
Love our new ship. We're gonna love our new ship.
Oh yeah, what happens?
So, as the ship powers on, Spire, you get an alert in your comms that, and you, like, through your visor, you look at Ron, and he is recognized as the new captain of the Quesnel. He, like,
But I will ask Captain's permission to pull all the dog tags off the dead bodies.
Of course. We must notify their families per you all.
as you guys kind of notice as you start pulling the dog tags, Spire's gonna go out. I need everybody but Spire, since Spire's a little busy. I need everybody to make a perception. There's a distance. Somebody in the distance. You see this hovering craft. Okay, we'll say Toro, you got it. Orin, you got it. Ron, I need your perception.
Okay.
I'm excited about this one. All right, you guys all get it. So in the distance, you see this like kind of hover speeder, and it kind of flies close to the ship, and it's going quickly, and it lands, and out you kind of see kind of a cowboy hat, and you see like the dark, and you see kind of like a big cowboy hat, and boots with spurs, chink, 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 walking towards you, chink, 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 and he gets kind of closer. And he looks up at you. And you guys notice it's the face of a Vect. And he goes, "Well, howdy. My name's Dirch McGurch. I'm the captain here of these parts." And that's where we're going to end, with the introduction of Dirch McGurch.
Oh my goodness.
And that ends session 1 of our game.
Dang.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know we were a little slow starting out, but I'm sure the next sessions will start to pick up as well as we go. So thank you guys. Thank you to my players. Andrea had to shoot out a little early, but Jared, thank you for coming in and playing with us, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys, stay safe, stay nerdy, be blessed. Have a wonderful night. Bye.